I've got an angel on one shoulder and a demon, but a good one, on the other. Hi everyone, I'm Jacob, I'm the CowHatLibrarian, and I've got a fun graphic novel tonight. It is Meesh the Bad Demon by Michelle Lamb. As the story starts, Meesh is a 12-year-old demon. She lives near Mount Magma with her grandmother, who helps refine and process the magma from the volcano. And when she's not attending demon school and being pretty bad at it, she can't breathe fire to save her life. She likes watching the adventures of Princess Nona, a fairy princess that's a show on TV. And it's her favorite thing in the world. Princess Nona is magical and helpful and wonderful, and she's everything Meesh would like to be. And that puts her at odds with some of the other students, including Xavier, a far more typical demon at her school, who's quite good at what he does and likes being bad. One day, something bad happens. Some weird green stuff in the lava around him starts turning everyone to stone. The other school children, the teachers, the parents, the grown-ups, the children, even Meesh's grandmother. Before she's completely petrified, Meesh's grandmother gives her a small amulet and tells her to save herself. And Meesh runs off. She leaves Mount Magma, she ends up in a forest and isn't sure what to do. But then she gets an idea. Meesh knows where she can find help. She knows the identity of the most helpful person in all the world. Princess Nona. And so she sets off on a quest to go to the fairy city in the clouds to meet Princess Nona. This was a lot of fun. The artwork style is just great. Lamb makes the expressions and backgrounds and everything very, very clear. The art design is just nice and simple, not quite a Studio Ghibli style, but trending a little bit in that direction, perhaps, in terms of coloring and facial expressions and the amount of complexity in each of the characters. It's a very charming art style. The characters are wonderful. They're not the newest thing in the world, the demon who wants to be good, the fairy who isn't as good as she seems to be, but Meesh and Nona bounce off each other in wonderful, wonderful ways. What happens? Nona sneaks into the city and makes herself a fake pair of wings and wanders towards the palace where she knows Princess Nona lives from the TV show. And there's someone there checking the list for fairies who are invited to Princess Nona's birthday party. And the person checking the list assumes that Meesh is one of the fairies on the list and invites her in. And so she's succeeded beyond her wildest dreams. She's at a party for Princess Nona where she can ask her for help saving Mount Magma, until it blows up in her face. The real fairy whose identity she inadvertently borrowed shows up. And Nona is blaming Meesh for wrecking her party. Nona's mom shows up, the queen of the fairy kingdom, and she casts a portal to banish Meesh from their city, and Nona gets caught up in it. And so, in the wilderness, miles from anywhere, Nona and Meesh have to figure out how to get along with each other, how to make up for each other's gaps in talent, and figure out how they can get Nona home and save Meesh's home. This was really, really good. As I said before, the good demon, bad fairy thing has been told before, but this was a solid take on the topic. Meesh's goodness was shown off in great contrast to Xavier right from the get-go. It made me root for Meesh right from the start. This is someone who wants to be more than she is, and that was great. The turnaround about Princess Nona not being as good as she wants to be, and the revelation that she in fact cannot fly on her own due to a wing injury was really, really great. It put her and Meesh on an even level so that they could build each other back up again. Their friendship was delightful. The hidden powers revealed were fun, and their friendship felt very, very real. I really like this. I highly recommend it. If you like things like the Amulet series by Kazuki Buishi, or maybe the 5 Worlds series, and you wanted something just a little bit younger leaning, maybe for the younger readers in your life, or maybe if you have young fans in your household of the She-Ra cartoon on Netflix, they might find a lot to like here. Now, with that said, it wasn't perfect. There are spoilers ahead because I have to talk about the deal breaker. So the deal breaker is just this. This was a really good standalone graphic novel, and the ending was satisfying. And then Lamb added on just a little extra to hint at a sequel. And while I'm excited about the sequel, while I definitely intend to read it when it comes out, I don't think Meesh needed it. This was a great standalone story, and I don't know that it needed to be made a series. I don't know how Lamb will keep the camaraderie and friendship elements fresh in a sequel between Nona and Meesh and Xavier. That's my only concern, that they have, by the end of the book, they've saved Mount Magma. Everyone is depetrified, and there's discussions between the demons and the fairies, and it's great. But it seems like they have everyone's backing to find out who caused this and what else is going on, and they're going to work together. And I think it's going to take some real work by Lamb to come up with good reasons for things to fall apart again, and good reasons for it just to be the 3 kids and the couple of other friends they found along the way to be on their own again. Now, Lamb's talented. This was great. I'm sure she'll find a way to do it. I don't know that it was necessary. Sometimes you can just have a great standalone story and leave it at that and go on to the next one. Still, this is a minor nitpick. Go borrow this from your public library. While I'm on that topic, if you use and appreciate the services offered by your public library, why not take just 1 minute and tell the powers that be exactly that? Tell your mayor, tell a council member, tell your MP or MLA that you use and appreciate the services offered by your public library. We're at a time where a fair number of libraries are having trouble finding sustainable funding to continue improving the materials, programs, and services they offer. And a few good words in the right ears might make a world of difference. If by some chance you're a library staff member, don't forget, watching my videos counts as professional development time. With that, thank you for listening to me drone on and on like the evil demon of droning. By all means, please like, please subscribe, and please check back and see what else I have to talk about from the CowHat Library. Thank you. Bye now.